This time we're going to be taking a look at Breakin Atmo, which is kind of a mini expansion for the Firefly board game. This one's basically a card-only expansion, and we'll get in and take a look. As I said, this one's only a card-only. It's a tiny little box, has 50 cards in it. It specifically says it's not a standalone product. So inside we get our little rules card for Breakin Atmo. Just explains what to do with the cards that came in there. And then basically you're going to get 5 cards to add to every deck. There's 5 for each of the 5 different resource decks for the various stations and planets. And then there's 5 new missions for each of the contacts in the original game. The new contact missions are pretty much the same as the old ones. However, they have this cool little icon here, which is on all of them, and it explains up here. You basically get a bonus for each of a specific type you have on your crew. So in this case of this one here, for every negotiator that you have on your crew, you're getting an extra 500, and it requires a minimum of 2 to even do the mission. So you're starting with 500, you're going to get the 2 from those, so you're getting a 1500 mission to start with. However, if you have multiple negotiators on your crew, you can stack those up really quickly and add to that bonus a lot. It's an interesting concept. All of the missions have that new mechanic, and these get mixed into the normal decks for the contacts, so there's always a chance of these popping up. Basically just adds a little more variety to their mission decks. For the actual planetary resource decks, there's a handful of new ones for each one of them, and the biggest new addition are these gambling cards, which once they're in the discard pile, you can access them pretty much at will. And they're 0 to pick up, so you can buy them for free to use them, and then do the effect down here, which is basically a form of gambling using the misbehave deck. And there's a couple different versions of these from different stations, but very interesting. As well as some new crewmen. We have our merchant here, which are shrewd traders. They let you get extra money for selling cargo. I think the other one does the same. And the last one from the bazaar is the breaching tools, which gives you extra contraband. From Silverhold, got alcohol, the best in the house, which will remove disgruntled from crew. Vehicle mounted BFGs, which count as firearms. They require a transport to give you 2 guns, which are nice. There's a couple of those. And we have Elder Gammon, who's a devout, kind of along the lines of Shepherd Book. And a head goon. Nice that he gives you negotiation as well if you have at least 3 mercs in your crew. For 300, if you meet the requirements, you get both of those. That's actually a pretty good deal for a merc. Onto Regina. We have a new sniper rifle. Let you re-roll tests if you roll a 1. Gun collection, same, counts as fancy duds, which is nice. Another transport ATV. Let you get extra contraband after doing smuggling jobs, which is kind of nice. And there's a pair of those. And a specialist. Counts as a sniper rifle and firearm, but can't carry any gear, which kind of sucks. From Persephone, we have a Cortex uplink. They're kind of nice. They let you look at contacts or jobs from contacts no matter where you are, which are kind of nice. Dueling swords. The Fixer, definitely a useful guy there. And the Accountant, I really like him. Whenever you receive a gold token, you get an extra 500 cash. And then from the Osiris Shipworks, we have Alliance body armor. Just kind of nice, protects your crew from getting killed. A couple of those. The Universal Encyclopedia, lets you look at the misbehave deck and reorder them It's very nice if you're going to be doing some misbehaving soon, or maybe you know the next person after you is going to be accomplishing one of their goals, and you can switch around the cards and put the ones that they might not have the requirements to meet on the top. Kind of a mean trick. And we got a helmsman. Counts as being solid with Harkin, which is nice. You don't even have to do a mission to gain the solid status with Harkin if you got him on board. And another one of the same, just different picture. I'm not going to go through all the missions because they're pretty much the same as some of the things we've already had. They just have that new mechanic that lets you get varied pay depending on how your crew's set up. Anyway, if you're a fan of the game, it's a really nice little expansion. It's pretty cheap, so it's easy to pick up, and it adds a little bit to everything in the game. Granted, you're going to shuffle these in with the cards that are already in the game, so the chances of them coming up are drastically lower. It goes up the more players you have, obviously, but it's just a little extra something to add to the game, add a little bit more variety. It's not going to really change anything or make or break anything different, but definitely worth picking up for a couple bucks if you're a fan of the game. Anyway, that's it for this, and we'll see you in the next video.